Tom Brady gives his thoughts on the controversial penalty at the end of Super Bowl 57. The Super Bowl 57 matchup between Kansas City and Philadelphia was thrilling. The Eagles jumped out to a 24-14 lead before the Chiefs rallied in the fourth quarter to win 38-35. Having said that, the game was not without controversy. With the game tied and Kansas City facing a 3rd and 8, Eagles cornerback James Bradberry was called for holding on a play where he appeared to make minimal contact with Chiefs wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. The Chiefs were awarded a first down in the game. The penalty allowed Kansas City to effectively run out the clock, kicking the game-winning field goal with 8 seconds remaining. Since the confetti fell in Glendale on Sunday night, players from all over the league have weighed in on the penalty. Tom Brady, the legendary quarterback and former Buccaneers star, was the latest to weigh in on the latest episode of his Let's Go podcast. "Well, I think it's always easier not to call it," Brady said on the Let's Go podcast. "The difficult part is when you do call it because there is a lot of scrutiny with that call. And I think the point is, at least from a receiver DB standpoint, if you're not going to cover him within the letter of the law and you're going to tug on him, you can impede the receiver from where he wants to go and make the quarterback's throw and catch almost impossible. At the same time, on the other side of the ball, if the receiver pushes off, the DB has little chance of making the play. Those plays come up all the time, you know. They could be called at any time during the game, so it just comes down to that one moment. I'm sure there were a lot of other holds that were let go," Brady continued. "There was probably a few that they called and in the end you just have to, you know, the ref is trying to do the best that he could do, so I don't get too focused on one call. I've been in sports long enough to realize that there are a lot of factors that influence the game, and while one referee's call is important, the referees are doing their best." A measured response from someone who will eventually work in the Fox Sports booth. Brady appears to be well prepared for his future role. For what it's worth, after the game, Bradberry was asked about the flag and admitted to reaching his hand into the cookie jar. "I slipped on his jersey. They dubbed it," Bradberry explained. "I was hoping they'd let it go." Stay tuned to Bucs Game Day for more Tampa Bay Buccaneers coverage throughout the 2023 offseason.